Hello everybody, Roll to Win here. Tonight I am going to be just practicing or doing some practice drills because I'm getting ready to go to a live casino for a couple of days, and I've logged a lot of tosses over the many months into Bone Tracker, and one of the things I do right before going on a trip is to go through some suggested sets with the same SRR that give me certain score numbers. If you dig deep into Bone Tracker, you'll find out that there are actually 24 different dice sets that will have the same SRR as the one you're shooting. The one you're shooting may or may not be the best one, but if you find one that's better, there are actually 24 different dice sets that will have that same SRR over those amounts of log tosses. Subsequently, what I do, and I'm actually wearing the shoes that I'll be wearing at the casino. I believe in practicing like I'm going to play. So I want my height, I want to feel as comfortable, as close to the casino conditions. The only thing I'm not going to do is spray down the dice with slippery goo like they do. But I've got a few die sets I just want to run through. I'm not going to throw a lot of tosses tonight. I never do on the night before I go, but I just want to check my toss. I did a pretty extensive run last night. First thing I'll be doing is I'm going to toss an inline 6, 6-3, 6-3. I just want to see what the results are. I may play the game within a game. There's a little 7. I would be happy with that. I intend to probably play a lot of crapless. At least I hope to play a lot of crapless. Only way I can play a lot of crapless is if I'm winning. Otherwise, it is a real bank roll killer. But if you're on a crapless table, there's no reason in the world not to shoot for a 7. Pick up a little win. All right, so that one switched, came out of 8. So I had one come out 7, then I have an 8. I'm okay with an 8. Now I'm going to practice another set. I've got it on those not quite anatomically correct foam dice there, but really all it is, if you look, you take this particular set, it's an inline 6, left die is rolled forward or rolled to the left 1. Last night I was getting some pretty good numbers off of it. There's a 4. It's one of the numbers I'm looking for. Trying to reaffirm that the die sets I've chosen have a good chance of giving me the numbers that I want. 4s, 10s, 6s, and 8s. This is just a practice drill I go through. There's a 5. Now I'm throwing the larger dice right now, and after I complete a hand or two with this, depending upon how long this hand goes, I'm going to toss the same dice set with the smaller dice. I want to see how those relate. Hard 4, perfect. Oops, didn't throw that one well. Give me a little point of 8. Been having a little trouble the last 2 nights. I don't know why. I keep losing the grip on the dice. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to my come out set. See if I can roll 7s or crap numbers. There's a 12. That horn high, $2 horn high ace deuce make you 30 bucks. Press it another $1. Parlay it. They might as well take advantage of the opportunity again. Now on a crap list, that's going to be the point. Alright, so now I got a point of 6. We'll go back to the same dice set that I'm testing. Really, it's more of a reaffirming that it's something I'll be comfortable with and have confidence when I go live in the next 2 days. You just have to throw it better than that. Again, I keep losing control of the dice. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 box hits real quick. My fault totally. Checking to make sure I've got the same size. I also like to practice with the same color. I don't like to change colors or have 2 different colors when I'm prepping, doing my final prep to go to the casino. So I'll pull these down. Probably should have thrown a longer hand. I've thrown another one. I want to see what I get with these smaller dice. There's a 10. Alright, so that's a number I want right there off of that dice set. There's a yo. Another pays 3 for 1 on the crapless. There's my 10, made my point with it. Wonderful. Throw another hand with these smaller dice. Let's see. yo. 2 tens, 2 yos. All good numbers. That's what I want. I want to see if I've got any sets, or are these sets going to give me a higher probability. There's 5. Even with the different size dice. Move these foamies out of the way, huh? Where we put the foamies? Put them up here where they're all tall, small, supposed to be. Obviously that looks like a 3V. Some people would call that a 3V. Got 6. So far, the results are very similar to what I got last night out of these. I'll change sets shortly. There's the 7. So yeah, I'll go ahead and change. All right. Short roll. Something to do with my grip. Not. Of course, I just got through eating, so maybe I've got something. Maybe I need to put a little powder on them or something. All right. So we used that 2, 3, 6, 3 set right there. Basically very close the same. You know, I've got 2 2, 2 4s. The smaller dice seemed to push me more to the upper end, the 10s and the yos. Alright, so what will the 4, 5, 1, 2, 4, 4, 2 give me here? There's a 4, that's the point. I forgot to try to roll for a 7, but that's okay. If you haven't noticed, I'm looking, again, even numbers. I want 4s and 10s. That's my personal preference. Now, in the casino, different table, different bounce. Heard them clank together and got a 7 out of it. Just keep throwing that set for a minute. Those 2 dice came in and pow, right together. There's another 4. See, that's what I want. Got sets that I'm trying to make sure that with some confidence I can get the numbers I want. Like I say though, when I get there, different bounce, different table characteristics, different position on the table, they may start producing a different number. Hard 10. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is my routine on the night before I go on a trip. The routine actually started last night. I just kind of did a little deep dive into my bone tracker sets. Yo. See, there's another yo. Example, if I know if I want 3s and 11s for sure, I can throw the 2V. At least here on the home practice green, right? But generally, it works that way over on the live casinos for me. Nothing set in stone, we all know that. There's a 9. That's the first 9 we've had out of all these tosses. I think it's important, at least it's important to my confidence. There's a hard 8. It's important for my confidence before I go to have more than one set. I like to have at least 3 sets that are point specific. I like to have a good general all-around toss sets, a couple of those old traditional favorites, and then maybe even a couple that I might need to try to snipe a number for an all tall small. Some sets in your same SRR, some will give you more 12s than others, or more ace deuces. I said a 12 and threw a 12. That's kind of funny. It was an ugly toss. Again, I'm having trouble hanging on to the dice. A couple more and then I'll glance at Bone Tracker and see if there are any other set I want to throw tonight. There's a 5. Alright, so I'll tell you what, let's do. I'm just going to bring those down to the front line there. I'm going to change dice sizes. I'm going to go from the big dice to these smaller dice. See what they toss on this set. There's a 9. Kind of weak on the 6 tonight, but you never know what'll happen tomorrow or Thursday. There's a 5. Getting quite a few fives tonight. If I'm on a $15 table, I'll be betting the 5 and 9 as well. If I'm on a $25 table, I'll either start out inside with a field bet, trying to hit the 4 and 10, get free bets on them, on the 4s and 10s, stop the field bet action, and then try to press. 11s and 12s will help if I have to do that. So you always want to have a plan. How can I get more bets up without adding more exposure to my buy-in or my bankroll? Got another 4. So I'm liking that. I've got 4 4s out of this. Got 3 10s. Nothing suit me better than to get on a tear of 4s and 10s this week. I'm also going to practice tonight just a few tosses from the hook. Somebody may be sitting in this position every time I go to the casino. So I'll be going down and practicing from the hook later. And then I'll move this gear out of my way and I'll practice from the end for just a little bit. My grip and toss very similar shooting from the hook as well as it is from straight out. So let me glance bone tracker here on this computer real quick and see if there's anything else I've missed that looks promising. There's some that I will write down and put in my pocket, especially if they're heavy on the horn numbers. Using those primarily to try to finish out an all tall small, preferably on a come out roll. Two, 6, 4, 5. Three, 1, 1, 2 says it gives me a tremendous amount of 8s. We're about 5% above normal on 8s. So I'll throw that one a couple times just to see. Of course, in my mind, if I throw an 8, I'm feeling good about it. There it is, a 5, 3, 8 right there. An ugly toss. A little bit. One tried to get away from me. Try it again, just real quick. If I'm pressed up heavy on an 8, I might turn everything else off. There's a 4. Another one of my 4s. Love it. Try it one more time. One more I was going to try real quick. This one would be a 5, 3 and a 6, 2 right there. So 5, 3, 6, 2. general purpose set for my toss. I don't know why I set that. Here we go. 5-3, 6-2. I'll shoot that one for a minute. Just see what we get. Let's get a 7 right off the bat. See, if I do that a couple times at a table on that set, I will not, I'll be switching. Even though I might be winning a come out bet, as soon as I don't hit a come out, I'll probably switch to one of those others, is what I would be thinking. Alright, another 7. Nope, 6. Unless I rolled it. Anyway, that's the kind of practice routine I'll do. Like I say, I'll end up moving down here to the hook. And mostly what I'm going to be trying to do is look at those other two sets to see how they correspond. A couple of extra feet. There's a yo. Always like yos. Like them on come outs. I like them on that all tall small bit. And I don't mind setting them as the point. Well, crapless. Prefer not to. There's a 6. Missing 6. Perfect. Okay, so they kind of just want to give you a quick idea of how I prep. Some people get out and throw a lot. All I'm trying to do is just throw a few tosses with a few different die sets, marking them with my chips so that I can see if I'm getting what I'm supposed to be getting, or the different sizes giving me the same repeatable numbers, pretty much. Are they getting me the numbers I want? Look, I got 4 4s here in this mess. I've got 3 10s out of it. That'll make you some money. So with this down here, had 2 hard ways I marked, 8 and a 10. So I watch for hard ways. That's how I practice to go play. Hopefully I'll be able to play like I practice, maybe even better, right? But the intent is to go to the casino and roll to win. Thank you all for watching. I would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. They tell me I'm supposed to lead off with that, but I always forget. So if you've managed to suffer through this long, I thank you. And we'll be posting some updates as we go along this week if we can. Thank you.